Hello everybody, my name is Josh Barron. I'm the school director here at North Country Electrical Line and Heavy Equipment School. So if you're watching this video, that means you might be interested in taking one of the school's programs. So the two big programs that we have here is the Heavy Equipment Operator School and the Electrical Line Technician School. So the Heavy Equipment Operator School is 1 month long, all right, 1 month, and it's a pretty intense course. It's Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And throughout that time, you get to operate all sorts of different equipment, including log trucks, bulldozers, front end loaders, mini excavators, articulating motor graders, and much more different kinds of equipment. We're going to take you over there in just a minute. If you're looking at the 16-week, the semester-long electrical line technician course, that's almost 4 months. And that's going to include your Class A CDL. It's going to include heavy equipment operation, your pole climbing certification, your pole top rescue, your OSHA 10 ED&T, and so much more that we'll talk about. So I want to take you on a little tour of what these programs are all about, what do they look like, and kind of what do you need to expect. So come on with me. Welcome. I'd like to welcome you to the multi-use indoor training facility. This facility we utilize for both heavy equipment and linemen, and as you can tell, we're springtime. So we got a little bit of snow on the ground, but the sun's out. It's turned out to be a beautiful day. So let's show you a little bit more about these programs. Come on in. All right, as we come on inside, you can see, right, it's a beautiful building, and it's essentially a great big sandbox. And so we can operate the dozer in here, the mini excavator, the track loader, the backhoe, all sorts of different things. Come on through and you'll see, wait a second, there's some lineman poles here as well. So once again, if the weather's too bad outside, we can come in here and do pole top rescue. We can put up cross arms. We can practice climbing. Earlier this year, there was 30 poles all in here that we put in. We recently took them out and we'll put them back in as we need them. So come on over here. All right, you can see once again, we can do cross arm exercises, double cross arm exercises. We can pull wire in here and do all sorts of stuff. Part of being a good lineman is knowing how to operate heavy equipment. You got to know how to operate a track loader. You got to know how to operate a backhoe. These are all part of the lineman trade, being able to operate all this equipment. So come on over here as we come out. Now we're coming out to the main pole yard, as well as the other areas that we do for training. So let's, well, behind me, you can see the digger derrick and the bucket truck. School's got a couple digger derricks, couple bucket trucks, and these are equipment that's used every single day in the lineman industry. This is what these guys use. So knowing how to operate this thing, how does the crane work? How does the bucket work? How, this is a pull trailer. What is that? You know, so we'll talk about all these different things. Over here, this would be our transmission section. So as you can see, the big H-frame up there with the 21-foot cross arm, the 90-footer. So to graduate the program, you got to climb that pole, and that pole is a big pole. You can see one of the other digger derricks back there as well, and then another H-frame on the other side. So you guys will completely disassemble and assemble that H-frame right from the ground up, including putting the poles in the ground. So it's all part of the process. So let's keep on going here. We got a lot to get through today and only a little bit of time, so come on, all right? On the double. All right, so now we're coming over to one of the other pole areas. So the first part of the lineman course is just getting a feel for the pole. All right, how do I climb? What is a buck squeeze? What is a climbing belt? What's a gaff? And why are gaffs really important to climbing? We're going to talk about all that stuff. All right, so the first few weeks we spend over here where we do the old up downs, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're getting comfortable with the pole. We're getting a feel for it, how we put our climbing gear on, and we'll start at 10 feet, and then we'll go to 20, and then we'll learn how to cross over a communications line. And then, of course, we get bigger and bigger poles as we get more and more confident with the material. So come on over here, all right, and we'll keep on going. We'll install cross arms and braces, cutouts, insulators, all that good stuff. as we go throughout, and there's a lot of different tools to the trade. A lot of these tools you'll get in your apprenticeship, and a lot of them we'll provide right here at the school. We'll drop you a list of everything that you need and everything that will be ordered for you when it comes to class time. A couple other things that's important to realize is we're out here right now, and we're in the springtime, but we're in the elements, all right? This isn't warm out here, this isn't toasty, and you gotta be able to do what you can do and get the job done in the elements, all right? So I always like to tell people, you know what, you gotta be in halfway decent shape. Climbing these poles is not easy. You gotta be able to weather the elements. Of course, we're putting on warm gear, but we're outside a lot of the time, and it gets cold out here, all right? So, you know, this program is not for the faint of heart. It's a tough program by no means, all right? From talking to the students, all right? This is one of the toughest programs that they've ever gone through in their entire lives, all right? So it's important to recognize that. This is a tough program. It's important to know what you are getting into. All right, let's take a trip on over to heavy equipment. And before we do that, once again, we'll take a brief pause right here and just say thanks again for checking out the Lineman program. If you have questions, all right, go in and write them down. Go in and send me an email, admissions@ncheschool.com, and we can answer anything you have. Once again, the phone number is 906-789-3123. Once again, I'm Josh Barron. I am the school director here at North Country Electrical Line and Heavy Equipment School, and I look forward to meeting you and talking to you, and I'd like to congratulate you one more time on taking this big step and starting a brand new amazing career. Have a great day and look forward to seeing you soon.